How can I get an E-1 visa? Hi, my name is Shariq, and I'm the South Asian attorney. An E-1 visa permits you to live in the US if you engage in international trade in goods or services with the US. What are the E-1 visa requirements? There must be a treaty between the US and your country of nationality. I'll include a list of all treaty countries in the description section below. Some of those countries include Pakistan, Bangladesh, Canada, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. You must be a national of the treaty country. This means that you have a passport from the treaty country. Dual nationality is also acceptable if you hold yourself out as the national of the treaty country. Nationality of the business is determined by the nationality of the individual owner of the business. You must trade goods and services between the treaty country and the US. What is trade? Trade is the act of buying or selling goods or services. Some examples of goods are textile, leather and sporting goods, rice, chemicals, food, etc. Examples of services are information technology consulting, engineering consulting, web designing, tourism, etc. Trade must be substantial. Substantial trade means that your trade is over $100,000 over the last year. Now keep in mind that 50% of that trade should be with the US. For example, if you have a company in Pakistan that earns $100,000 a year in trade, $50,000 of that trade should be with the US. Trade must already exist. You can file an E-1 application if your company in the treaty country has been trading with the US company for a year. However, some applications with a 6-month trade history have also been approved. Trade must occur between the treaty country and the US. For example, say a Bangladeshi company is trading with the US, but the goods were shipped from India. This trade would not qualify because the goods or services traded with the US must originate in the treaty country. And in this example, India is not a treaty country. You must leave the US at the termination of your E-1 status. Although specific evidence of this intention is not required, a written statement expressing this intent should be sufficient. Spouses and children under 21 can also get an E-1 classification. Spouses may apply for employment authorization as soon as they enter the US, and a child may attend schools, colleges, or universities. If you're currently in the US, you can apply at the USCIS here in the US, although it's preferable to apply at a consulate in your country. If you're trading with the US and your trade is over $100,000, you're not required to invest in the US. You don't need a business entity or business plan, but they are helpful. Finally, you're not required to hire employees to apply for an E-1 visa. In conclusion, an E-1 visa permits you to live in the US if you trade goods and services with the US. This trade must be over $100,000 or more. If you have questions, you can chat with me on WhatsApp or schedule a consultation on southasianattorney.com.